I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone.
So your first month, what how many deals did you close?
I'd say about my phone's off. About I'd say like 4.
Okay, so 4 moving in, and then because your story is really crazy. Because moving in after that, you're picking up momentum, and I want you to talk about like how you were able to take that momentum from those 4 deals to you consistently doing 5-figure, 12,000 month deals like back to back to back. Mm-hmm. How did you carry that out?
System automation, and right place, right time. Honestly, if we're being honest. So that September I made 4 deals. November, December, I brought in like $1,600 last year in total, which I mean I made return on investment for what I spent on the website, on the course. Cool. It's a side hustle, but I treated it like
your money back.
Yeah, I made my money back. I'm treating it like a big business though. So I was in Sacramento for the Yes Honey Collective conference. Met Tirza, met everybody there. Honestly, Rich, Xavier.
We did meet over there, bro. Cause I was over there.
Yeah, I didn't really say much because I'm just a notary. I'm trying to figure out what I am in business. So that identity thing, I was like, yeah, because they ask you, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a notary. I'm like, cool. So that's that January. I hit up Tirza in March because I finally got enough money to afford her services. So she helped with getting my systems in place, using Dubsado, and because I was tired of people calling me or emailing me, and I had to calculate the price, calculate the mileage, and all this. Like I'm working. I have a 9 to 5. I don't have time to pick up the phone. You tell me what you need. I calculate it. I send it to you. I got to create the invoice and all that. I'm like, I need a system in place so I can still work my 9 to 5 and get these appointments out the way. So I hit up her. We got that situated. March, COVID hit. So I used the system most of March. I didn't do anything in April. I come back May. I'm like, okay, I want to hit 10K total revenue by the end of May. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it. End of May, I hit 12K in May alone. I'm looking at the analytics for my website on Google My Business. What are people typing in? Fingerprints near me, notary near me, like I was saying earlier. So I implemented more of that on my website. And with the shutdown, a lot of the competition were operating. By the competition, I mean police departments, because they do fingerprints. So everybody's calling me. Everybody's calling me. I'm blowing my phone up. Like I said, I wasn't working in April because I was like, there's a lot of contact with people, not trying to risk catch a COVID or anything. I'm declining calls left and right. I get back in May, first week I had an $800 day. And I'm like, I used to have, going into January, I hit like a $700 month. Like I was averaging $700 a month. Then I had an $800 day. I was like, yo, this is a lot of work. I have a 9 to 5. I'm working and I gotta leave work, drive around different cities back and forth, boom, 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 hit 3-4 appointments. But that felt good. I mean, you have an $800 day, it changes your mindset on things. And then one of my clients turned into an agent. So then he goes on appointments for me because I was like, yeah, I can't do this by myself anymore. I need to delegate tasks so that I can, do what I do at work and, make my money with my business. So I'll raise my prices so that I can afford to pay somebody and still make money on my end. And because nobody else is competing against me.
And that's crazy. And I love it because it's some very, very important parts in there. One, you're willing to, like you said you were treating it like a big business from the beginning. And that's one of the things that stood out to me the most, because a lot of times people get into, it's just a side hustle. I just need to do this for a little bit. But they don't understand that side hustle can have a great impact on their life and actually make a change. But you got to treat it like a big business. And I love the fact that you were able to say, okay, I'm treating this like a big business off the rip. And then you visualize and you say, you know what? I want that 10K. and then you blew the 10K out the water, and you was like, I'm about to just keep on going. And it's crazy how you were able to still raise your prices and then still keep on retaining customers and still started paying people. So now you didn't reach your goals. Now you're actually putting money into another person's pocket. So now you're actually helping supply and giving someone else another job. So it's just like, it's crazy to see how you were going from averaging, like you said, $700 a month to now you're able to employ someone full time and still keep on making your bread over and over.
So Malik, with that, like with you growing it out like that, I mean, you getting hella leads. You got one person to do it, or you started scaling out with like a whole team of people?
I just have one person. I mean, we get like 5 clients a day, but that was peak, like May, June, when I hit the 12K months. Like we had 18 appointments one week, paid on like $1 million. But it's just him. But I raised my prices enough so that, you know, we're making good money with lesser clients. But still, I mean, we still get bigger clients every once in a while, like businesses, which are my favorite clients. And I have a contract with a retirement home. So every time because they need fingerprints for their employees. So she hit me up Friday. She's like, yeah, can you come next Monday, whatever time? I CC my agent. I was like, can we do this? He was like, yep, bet. All right, cool. We good to go. So he takes care of everything. He's a retired vet. So he's on point with everything. Like he sends me my statements every week. I pay him, boom, we good to go. Like I say, he was a client at first, so he knows how much I'm making and how much he's getting paid, because he's getting paid well. I mean, you're making what, $200 for an hour of your time?
Shit, can't complain with
you
that.
Can't complain with that. And I like how you said your clients, because I was just about to ask you, like, who are your clients who's getting these fingerprints for anyone who would be interested? Like, who needs fingerprints, or like who's the people you see across the board getting the most consistently?
It really, a lot of people need fingerprints. I didn't know that starting out. So I'm getting lawyers, nurses, mortgage like businesses, companies. Like I had one the other week. Nurses, life insurance salespeople. I had a huge client in May and June when I hit 12K month. A call center. They selling Medicaid on the phone. So it was like 20 people who need 2 fingerprints each.
Damn.
Yeah. So doctors, a lot of doctors, because, you know, background checks. It's primarily for background checks. People who need concealed carry weapons. When everything's shut down, everybody getting guns, so they need concealed carry licenses. They hit me up. But now my clients, my target audience are people who, I'm targeting businesses now. I want people who are paying for convenience, because my prices are premium prices. Like I'm pulling up the same day. I need like $200. Well, I'm not pulling up, my agent pulling up. Yeah. The business needs $200. And I mean, they don't haggle or try to, you know, can you do so-and-so, like you do one.
Businesses just pay that money.
Yeah, they just, you take American Express? I sure do. Cool.
Hey man, and I love it because like David said, I also have a notary signing service, and man, I deal with some bullshit ass people, bro.
Them auto title transfers.
I hate people who call me asking for auto transfers, man. They want me in the next 30 minutes.
And I need you now, bro. It's 9 o'clock. What you mean you need me now?
And you don't want to, they only want to pay $25. I'm like, how the hell you expect me to be there in 30 minutes and you only want to pay the bare minimum?
And I'm glad you mentioned that thing about changing your prices as well, because that's something a lot of Black business owners specifically we scared to do. We think we have to offer the lowest rates, but with you picking up your rates, that help you look better to your target audience. Whenever you got those low rates, you attract.
It's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to ask, like, with you with this business, doing this 12K in the middle of this, man, I was just thinking about it. Like, it's really recession proof, bro.
Pandemic.
Pandemic proof, recession proof.
Hell yeah.
So with that said, what are your plans with the 9 to 5 right now? Because I know you said you're still working the 9 to 5 with this business that you're growing out on the side. What's your plans with it now?
I mean, I plan to leave eventually, soon. I'm looking. Well, I'm not. I'm becoming an insurance adjuster. We can go into that later. You know what's up? Yeah.
I got my insurance adjuster license too.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm looking at that. So I'm using. Well, I'm gonna answer the first question. I'm leaving 9 to 5 because I spoke with my CFO yesterday. We went over everything. I just hired him. I made more than my salary first year of business.
Damn. Sometimes making 20 bands a year will keep you from making 20 bands a month.
For sure.
Just saying, bro.
For sure. Cause like some weeks I'm depositing my bi-weekly paycheck to my bank account. I'm like, yeah.
But the reason I asked that is because like whenever we were talking about it earlier, you mentioned that one of the main reasons you keeping a 9 to 5 for the time being so that you could take the business profits and reinvest it for cash flow.
Sure.
I kind of want to speak to that. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't touch personally. I haven't touched my business money. My business money is the business money. So I'm using that to buy courses, learn different things. Like I bought a lot of courses. I'm learning stock options. What else? Insurance adjusting. I'm in Hypernova. Pay for that. I'm Hugo's group. So I'm using that money. I'm reinvesting so I can make more money outside of my job. So I'm using my job money to pay the bills, get family stuff, go out to eat, get groceries. Like I stopped paying. Like when I first started the business, startup costs. My paycheck, I'm taking some of my paycheck, I'm putting that into the business. Now it's just the business paying for itself, the business paying for my next businesses. So that's where I'm at with that. And my 9 to 5, keeping benefits and all of that, consistent money, health benefits, health insurance, all of that good stuff. And, just leveraging that until it's time to jump ship.
And I love how you're taking that to reinvest in those courses and things like that too, because you're able to write that off now. As
I found that out. I was like, oh, I'm getting all the courses.
I'm gonna learn everything.
Everything.
But it's so crazy because like you're making bread, but you also spending that money to make more money. And a lot of people don't understand that's how you play the game.
The business owner is being a business owner is the ultimate hack.
It is a big hack. And we talked about it on the last pod. Like people want to take their profits out too early. They start a business in order just to try to get out of a current situation. They start a business. Yes, instead of looking at it for a long run, they want this business to start making money for them now so they can leave the job 2 months down the road. But that's how you kill your business off the jump.
Because you're relying on it. You using your profits to pay rent and feed yourself. But I think that's where the mindset comes in, because initially I start my business, I'm getting capital. I'm using this revenue to start a bigger business. But a lot of people, for what I've seen, they start a side hustle because they need money. They need an extra $200-300 to get groceries for their kids. And they're not reinvesting their money. They can't reinvest their money. They need to eat. So I'm leveraging my job so that I don't have to deal with that. But that's also, it's a mindset thing and a situation thing.
You're right. It is like a situation thing because some people do need it, and some people's situations are different. But if you can hold out, don't pull the profits out, because like you just got to build it up to where it's stronger. You keep on putting that capital back in. Like my brother said, man, start buying those courses, or even whenever you have to start buying supplies for your business. Product. Yeah, like you can do all of that through your business, lower your taxable income, and it's just going to help you out in the long run. And I kind of want to go back to the Apostille too, man, because you talked about it. Is the Apostille the same as with the fingerprint? You can charge more than that?
Oh yeah. Like I had a $2,000 client the other month.
For one Apostille?
No, it was like, okay, so it was like 20 something documents. And for people who don't know what Apostille is, it's like an international notary. That's literally what it is. So for example, somebody might need a power of attorney because they have real estate in Spain, for example. A regular notary is not gonna work for that, because you got to get that to the Spanish government. And like what is a regular notary? You in North Carolina, we need the federal approval for us to recognize that, okay, you gave this person permission to sell this house in a different country. So going back to my $2,000 client, my website's been down for a while. I gotta get that put back up. Technical difficulties with that. They called me. They're like, yeah, it's a business. We said we need 20 documents, apostille for our company, because we're expanding. I think there was like a pharmaceutical company. They trying to go to India. So first, for the first apostille document is $100, and then $75 for every additional document after that. So, and then I pulled up on them. They was like 2 hours away, so I charged them like a $300 travel fee just for me to pull up, take their documents, ship it, and ship it back to them. Ship it to the Secretary of State, and then ship it back to them, fully filled out, 2 bands.
It's so niche though that like it. Whenever it's that specific, I guess you can charge that much more.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, not everyone's doing apostilles, and not everyone has the knowledge about apostilles. There's a lot of people who get in the notary game. They just think, oh, I'm going to just sign auto titles, or I'm going to do this and that. But they don't understand that there's some good money out here that you can do too with the apostille stuff. Like that game's crazy.
I really thought an apostille was the same thing as a notary. Honestly, I did not have the knowledge that this was different.
Yeah.
But like he's saying, you also dealing with a different target and a different demographic too. Because I remember my first person though, it was a Spanish speaking person who needed a apostille. It was a birth certificate. They were trying to do something with school, and it was kind of hard, like the language barrier and stuff. But after taking Brother Dre's course, like he prepares you, he tells you, what you have to do, what you have to say to him. And as long as you can provide value and make people know that you know what you're talking about, because a lot of times with this notary thing, a lot of people just looking for help. They're looking for some
That's
answers.
all it is. That's all it is.
And all you have to do is be able to provide that value and give them those answers and make them feel comfortable, like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the business.
Like, and to piggyback off of that, like you're helping people, and it's like really like you can see that you're helping people. Like I got an apostille request a couple months ago. Dude in Korea, his visa about to expire. He about to get deported from Korea because his visa about to get expired. COVID, he can't do nothing. He calls me. He's like, yo, I need you to go to my school. I'm going to give you permission to get access to my transcript. I'm going to send you a copy of my birth certificate, get these apostille, and then send these to me so that I can stay at work in Korea.
And like you said, that's a big ass help, man.
Yeah.
This is his livelihood. This man sent you his personal information that's really, really vital. But like you said, you helped him out of that situation. And guess what he's going to do next time someone else says, hey, man, I need this type of service or something. Who's going to be the first person that comes up in their mind?
RTP.
They're calling me. And same thing with the fingerprinting. Like I get a lot of CEOs. I'm in a very business popular area in North Carolina. Like one guy who, it was a logistics company, dude offered me a job there. I'm doing fingerprints for him. He's like, yo, he said, what do you do? I said, I do this. I do this part-time. I do my job. He's like, oh, we do logistics. You want a job here? I was like, I mean, no, but thank you. Like I'm trying not to work for anybody right now. But it's little things like that. And then he was a repeat customer because he moved up. I can't really tell the company or whatever, but he was up there, like, and he owned his own company on the side. And his secretary hit me up. Was like, yeah, so-and-so told us about you. He needs fingerprints again. All right, cool. Pull up, boom.